Really, I would like to just say I'm a human being, and that's it. So I have all the qualities of a human being. I think I have a spiritual dimension, a physical dimension, and this connects with dance. I have a mental dimension.
I feel like the location of where I'm coming from, however you want to perceive that, metaphorically, literally, is coming from a place of a search into the past, or maybe a projection of the future of what I want that to sound or look like.
My music always tells a story. It's multi-layered. It might be saying one thing on the surface, but deep down it's saying something else. There are many different influences, and I think one person might think it's one influence, but actually something's coming from another place.
My main intention is that I communicate to an audience. So I'm very interested in audience engagement, and I try to find a language which I think is quite universal, and that on the first hearing, as we don't often, someone might not get a second performance, but I'd like on a first hearing that the piece have an impact. So my music might be quite dramatic. I think it's quite direct and clear.
I had a really interesting childhood in that I was brought up by my aunt, who was white East End woman, and my uncle, who, was 100% Belizean, but he was a very Victorian type of person, so we brought up extremely strictly. It was my uncle who really instilled in us all the love, and I would say the fear of poetry, because from a very young age we would have to come home after school and recite whole reams of Wordsworth and Longfellow. And also it was, I think, his idea that we would have piano lessons, and so he would make us listen to Radio 4 and copy the accents, which is why I speak like this. So he would always, we were kept very, very busy with sort of the idea of improving, bettering yourself. My uncle also played the violin and the mandolin, and it was so important, as it was for his generation of people in Belize, to be able to be to know about literature, to know about the arts, to know about music, classical music. And I think there's a sort of perception that people from the Commonwealth, so for instance, don't know about English literature. And my uncle, who wanted to be a writer, absolutely revered Shakespeare. So for him to be in England was to be, with his literary heroes.